and welcome back to Maths with Sukirti Gaur YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to start with exercise 2.1. We have already covered the basic video of polynomials. So everyone, before starting with this video, please go and watch that basic video of polynomials because that video is going to help you very much. So let's start with solving question number 1. This is from exercise 2.1 polynomials. Let us read the question first. Which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? State reasons for your answers. So you have been given 5 parts in this question and you have to find out which of these polynomials are in one variable. So it is very clear by the question that they are asking about us the polynomials having only one variable. Now one variable means there should not be any 2 or 3 types of variable over there. If the polynomial is in x, it should be in x only, or if it is in y or some another variable like z or p or q, it should be in that only. We can't have 2 variables in a polynomial. For example, x plus y. These are 2 different variables in one polynomial. So this cannot be a polynomial in one variable. Starting with the part first, we have 4x square minus 3x plus 7. So we only have one variable in this part, that is x. So can we say this is a polynomial in one variable? Yes. In second part, we have y square plus 2. Here also we have only one variable. That is y. No other variable we can see here. So is this a polynomial with one variable? Yes. Now third part is 3t plus t square. Is this a polynomial with one variable? Yes. What is the one variable? That is t only. So its answer is also yes. In the fourth part, we have y plus 2 upon y. Now this is the case I have explained in the basic video. This will be y plus 2y to the power minus 1. When we have the power as integer or other than the whole number, we can't say it is a polynomial. So we have to say no, it is not a polynomial. I am going to rub the first part. Last part is fifth, that is x to the power 10 plus y to the power 3 plus t to the power 50. Now it is clearly seen here that the polynomial contains 3 types of variable, x, y and t. Hence the polynomial is not a polynomial with only one variable. So we can say no, it is not a polynomial with one variable. I hope it is clear. All the parts are clear to you. Coming on to the second question of the same exercise 2.1. So this is our second question. Let us read the question first. Write the coefficients of x square in each of the following. So what are coefficients? I have already told you that the number or any variable, number means constant, attached to the one we have asked for is called coefficient of that. Coefficient of that. Okay. So in first part we have 2 plus x square plus x. Are we going to see any of the term except x square? No. We don't have to care about any other term except x square, because we have been asked the coefficient for x square only. So we are going to see the term having x square. The middle term here is containing x square. If I write x square, the second term, the coefficient of it is, I can write it as 1 into x square. So the coefficient of x square, the numerical value attached to this x square by the multiplication sign is 1. So the coefficient of x square in the first part is 1. In the second part, 2 minus x plus x cube. So the second part is 2 minus x square plus x cube. Are we going to see any term except x square? No. Here also it is the middle term. So it is minus x square. We are going to take the sign as well. So it can be written as minus 1 into x square, because no numerical value we can see with x square. So we have to write it as minus 1 into x square. The coefficient of x square will be 1. Multiplication sign with x square is minus 1. Third part is pi by 2 x square plus x. In this also, x square has a constant attached with it by multiplication sign, that is pi by 2. So the coefficient of x square will be pi by 2. In the fourth part, root 2x minus 1. Here we do not have any term containing x square, so the coefficient of x square will be nothing but 0. I hope you have understood both of the question, and you can revise them at home and you can watch the video again. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.